This is one of the wildest situations that you'll ever see in the league. Let me explain. Obviously the game is decided, but the whole arena gets a free taco if the Lakers hold Chicago under 100 points. And look what happens. The Bulls knew this and they're fighting like it's the playoffs, just so that the fans don't get the taco. Look at this fiasco. In one of the most ridiculous sequences that I've ever seen, at the very last second a foul is called, and to everyone's disappointment in the Staples Center, the Bulls were actually that petty and got to 100 points. The NBA has seen its fair share of moments where players act completely opposite of how they normally should and do things that are unexplainable. So let's check out some of the biggest mental lapses to happen in the NBA. What up everybody, my name is Stefan and this is Heat Check. Let's get into it. Last season, the Knicks and the Pelicans played a close game and were tied with 2 seconds left. Bledsoe has the final shot and misses it. But then look at this. Both teams completely blank out and head to the locker rooms as if the game is decided and over. We've obviously witnessed a situation where a player forgets the score, but an entire team to do that? And on top of that, both teams? That's staggering. While on this topic, let's quickly mention Derek Harper here, who is actually the originator of this. In Game 4 of the 1984 playoffs, the game is tied and the Mavs have a chance to win it. But you can see Harper going all the way at half court and jumping with excitement thinking they'd won, while everyone else looks in disbelief.
Has ended. Derek Harper didn't know how much time was left on the clock. We're headed for overtime in Dallas.
I tell you what happened, Brett. Harper thought they were leading the game by 1 point because he was running out the clock. I bet he thought they were leading the game by a point instead of the game being tied because he ran the clock out.
So yeah, for all of you younger NBA fans, the legendary J.R. Smith brain freeze in the finals has already been done before. Although to Harper's defense, I guess, the stakes weren't that high. Smith of course has been involved in another similar miscalculation of time and score. Tied at the end of the game with the shot clock expiring, the Knicks hit the rim and tried to reset and hold the ball for the final shot. But unfortunately it finds its way to JR, who immediately fires away a 3 and misses it, giving the Rockets a chance for the final shot. And yeah, the Knicks eventually lost this game. Smith was asked after the game why he did it, and he straight up said that he thought they were down by 2. Absolutely incredible. That same season, New York fans suffered twice from this type of play. And just check out Walt Frazier almost crying as he tries to understand what just happened.
What is he doing? What is he doing, folks? Why would he shoot the ball? Why?
Guys, let me tell you, as a Knicks fan for 20 years, I've seen it all, and I can only laugh now at moments like these. But if you could at least guess what they were thinking, I certainly cannot do that for PJ Tucker. Gordon is clearly inbounding the ball, but PJ doesn't want to touch it, giving New York an easy 2 points in a close game. You can see Gordon going crazy as he watches this. I'm sure this is one of the rare lowlights in Tucker's career, otherwise always known for his competitiveness and fight on every play. Similar to that is this sequence from Kevin Love that I still can't figure out. He kind of gets pushed on the rebound and you can see him disappointed under the basket. But then look at this. He just slaps the ball inbounds, and as it gets stolen, Love literally doesn't seem to care and casually walks around, not even looking at the action, let alone doing something. I guess being the only guy left from that championship Cleveland team and now constantly being at the bottom of the standings can sometimes hit hard, so there are moments like this. It's all good, I understand, Kevin. And in this type of video, I have to mention the legendary, iconic Al Horford flinch. He did explain it once as a way to have fun during the game at the free throw line when the game slows down. But then there are many of these live play examples where he does it in the middle of a possession instead of going for the rebound. And look at this. Dude is literally at the 3-point line miles away from the shot. There's no way his depth perception is that messed up. What's going on through Horford's mind during these situations is still one of the NBA's unsolved mysteries. Also unexplainable is this defense by New Orleans against the Lakers. LA has the ball out of the timeout, and you know how teams always inbound under the basket they attack. Well, the Lakers sneakily lined up at the opposite basket, and nobody on the New Orleans team remembered that they should defend the other side. So that left Kobe completely uncontested on a fast break. He got the outlet pass and finished with an easy dunk. Again, it's one thing if a player has a mental lapse and makes a mistake, but an entire team, it's unbelievable. Speaking of defense, look at this defense from the Bulls. As Jarrett Jack bends down with the ball in his hands to tie his shoes, nobody does a single thing to even try and steal the ball. They all just wait and watch him do his thing. Full 7 seconds went off the clock and eventually Jack got up and continued playing. If I'm the coach, I'm benching the entire 5 immediately. Something similar happened in a game between Sacramento and Denver. The game clock continues to run after a made basket, but not the shot clock until somebody touches it. Ty Lawson knows this, so he's just wasting time until the Nuggets realize it, and it takes them a whole eternity for that. Just look at Jameer Nelson and how much time it takes for him to react. The lack of awareness and sense of urgency here by Denver is amazing. Needless to say, they lost that game. And it's only right for this type of video to end with J.R. Smith, as I still have 2 more iconic videos of him left to be featured. This one is a forgotten treasure from his days in Denver. This shot by Tyreke Evans is an airball, but Smith, I guess, wasn't paying too much attention, so he thought it went in. So he casually walks out of bounds with a live ball. The Kings got a great kick out of it as they got rewarded with another possession courtesy of JR. And lastly, check out this insane decision to go say hi to Jason Terry on the bench in the middle of the game. The Bucks of course utilized this 5-on-4 situation to just pass the open man and get an easy dunk out of that. This pretty much summarizes the random brain farts that Smith experienced throughout his career, as well as this video as a whole. I know that there are countless more of these, so let me know in the comments who else deserves to be here. That's it for now. Subscribe and talk to you in the next one. Peace out. Hey, everyone just froze under the basket, so I used the opportunity. Peace.